Hi student, myself Patara Nivrutti from Bahadur Narayan Rao Borake College, Srirampur, District Ahmednagar State, Maharashtra. Today we will learn 12th Science Physics Unit Dual Nature of Radiation and Matter. Dual nature of radiation and matter. In this unit, first of all, we shall study regarding the introduction about the units. Now, we are familiar about the optics phenomena like reflection, refraction, interference, diffraction, and polarization of light. Also, we know the light is electromagnetic radiations, and the electromagnetic radiations is also familiar about the wave natures. In electromagnetic radiation, in other regions, X-rays, gamma rays, infrareds, and ultraviolet radiations, microwaves, apart from the visible light. Electromagnetic radiations consist of mutually perpendicular the electric and magnetic fields. Now these two fields are both perpendicular to the direction in which the wave and energy are traveling. The idea of quantization of energy was first proposed by scientist Planck. Now in Planck's theory, he proposed a model says that the energy is emitted in the form of packets, and at higher frequencies the energy of packet is large. Higher frequencies the energy of the packet is large, and scientist Planck assumed that the atoms behave like tiny oscillators that emit electromagnetic radiations only in discrete packets, that is energy E is equal to h nu. The emission occurs only when the oscillator makes a jump from one quantized level of energy to another of lower energy. This model of Planck's turned out to the basis of Einstein's theory to explain observations of experiments on photoelectric effect. So we shall discuss regarding photoelectric effect. Photoelectric effect. Now, this is a metal which consists of large number of atoms. Large number of atoms. When a light of frequency of suitable radiations, light of frequency of suitable radiations, it means radiations have a certain frequencies incident on a metal surface. Then what will happen? The photoelectrons are emitted. Photoelectrons are emitted from the surface of metal. And now this phenomenon is nothing but photoelectric effect. So we can say that The phenomenon of photoelectric effect. The phenomenon of photoelectric effect is the emission of photoelectrons from the surface of metals when a radiation of suitable frequency is incident on it. Now this is the radiation of suitable frequency is incident on it. Now this is the photoelectrons. So the photoelectrons are emitted from the surface of metals when a suitable frequency of radiation is incident on the metal surface. For example, zinc, cadmium, magnesium, that is alkali metals like lithium, sodium, potassium, etc. Now these are the photosensitive materials is used for photoelectric effect. Now the experimental, next point is the experimental setup of, that is the experimental study of photoelectric effect. Experimental study of photoelectric effect. Now in this experiment, this is the evacuated glass tube. Evacuated glass tube which consists of a quartz window through which the monochromatic source of light is traveling and which is incident on the emitter plate, photosensitive emitter plate, which is situated in a evacuated glass tube at one end, and at the another end the collector plate is fixed. Across this emitter, photosensitive emitter plate and collector plate, the variable potential source is connected. Now, when an photoelectrons are emitted from the photosensitive materials, they causes an electric current flowing through the circuit, which is recorded by a microammeter is connected in the circuits, and now the voltmeter is connected across the collector and emitter plate for measuring the potential difference across it. When a radiation of suitable frequency is incident on the emitter plate, the photoelectrons are emitted and are traveling towards the collector plate, which causes an electric current which is recorded by microammeter in the circuits. Now, the experiment is carried out in different stages. So, first stage, the frequency of incident radiations, that is effect of frequency of incident radiations. First point, effect of frequency of incident radiation. Frequency of incident radiations. Now this is the incident radiations which is incident on the emitter plate. Effect of frequency of incident radiations on photoelectric current. Photoelectric current. Initially, the frequency of incident radiations is kept minimum. Frequency is kept minimum of incident radiations and then gradually increases. frequency. Suppose if you draw the curve frequency versus photoelectric current. So initially the frequency of incident radiation is kept minimum, and then it goes on increases gradually. When the frequency of incident radiation reaches at a certain value, then the photoelectrons are emitted from the photosensitive emitter plates. That is, they begins to emit from the photosensitive emitter plates when the frequency of incident radiations at a suitable value, and now this value is called threshold frequencies. Up to this, there is no any emission is possible, but when the frequency of incident radiations at a certain value, then the photoelectrons are begins to emitting from the emitter plates, and now such certain frequencies are called threshold frequency, and it is denoted by mu naught, threshold frequency. Nu naught. Thus after this, the frequency of incident radiations are increases, the photoelectric current also increases. At that time, the intensity of incident radiations and potential difference across the emitter and collector plate is kept constant. So listen again. They apply positive potentials, that is high positive potentials applied to the collector plate. Then the frequency of incident radiations kept is minimum and then increases gradually till the frequency reaches a certain values. The photo emissions are starts, and now these such values of incident frequencies, frequency of incident radiations are called threshold frequencies. Thus we can say that the threshold frequency is the frequency, that is minimum frequency of incident radiations, the minimum frequency of incident radiations for which photoelectrons are just emitted from photosensitive emitter plate. Now the threshold frequency for different material of emitter plate is different. Suppose its wavelength is lambda lambda 0 corresponding to the threshold frequencies. The photo emission is possible if lambda greater than lambda 0, means nu greater than nu 0. That is frequency and wavelength are inversely proportional to each others. Now this is the effect of frequency of incident radiations when the intensity of incident radiations is kept constant and potential difference, positive potential difference across the emitter and collector plate is kept constant. Next factor, effect of intensity on photoelectric current. Effect of intensity of photoelectric current. Now, at that time, frequency of incident radiations nu greater than nu zero is kept constant, and potential difference across the emitter plate is also kept constant, and only the effect of intensity of incident radiation is observed on photoelectric current. Now this is shown by a simple curve, intensity versus photoelectric current. The intensity of incident radiations goes on increases, and the effect of photoelectric current is observed. Then it is found that if the intensity goes on increases from minimum to maximum value, the photoelectric current is also increases, which is recorded by a microammeter is connected in the circuit. It means the intensity increases, the photoelectrons is also increases per second from the emitter plate, and it causes to increase the photoelectric current. Thus, the photoelectric current is directly proportional to the number of photoelectrons emitted per second from the emitter plate. This implies that the number of photoelectrons emitted per second is directly proportional to the intensity of incident radiations. In short, the intensity of incident radiations increases, the number of photoelectrons is also increases, the number of photoelectrons are also emitted per second from the emitter plate is also increases. Thus, the photoelectric currents is depend on the intensity of incident radiations and not depends on frequency of incident radiations. This is shown by a simple curve. If intensity of incident radiations is increases, the photoelectric current is also increases. Next point, this third point, the effect of potential difference on photoelectric current. During this time, the frequency of incident radiations nu greater than nu zero is kept constant, and intensity of incident radiations at suitable value is kept constant. Yes, now this is the constant. These two factors are kept constant, that is frequency, that is threshold frequency, and suitable value of intensity of incident radiations is kept constant, and the effect of potential difference is observed on photoelectric current. Now, in this case, the positive potential is applied across the emitter and collector plate. Potential difference is applied across the emitter and collector plate is goes on gradually increasing. Positive potential goes on increasing gradually, and the photoelectric currents are recorded in microammeter. It is found that the photoelectric current increases if the potential difference, that is positive potential to the collector plate, increases. At some stage for certain positive potential of the collector plate, all the emitted electrons from the emitter plates are collected at collector and shows a maximum current. If we increase the positive potential of collector plate C further, the photoelectric current does not increases. The photoelectric current does not increases, even the positive potential at the collector plate increases. Now, this maximum value of photoelectric current is called saturation current. It means at saturation current, if we increases the positive potential, the photoelectric current does not increases. It means that the number of photoelectrons are emitted, all the photoelectrons are emitted from the emitter are collected at the collector and shows maximum value of photoelectric current. This maximum value of photoelectric current at a certain stage of positive potentials and it shows maximum current are called saturation current. That is, beyond this saturation current, the current does not increases, even the positive potential is applied to the collector plate is increases. Now, this is the effect of potentials, positive potentials is observed on photoelectric current when the threshold frequency and intensity of radiations is kept constant. On the other hand, by using the commutator, the potential is reverse. And the negative potential is applied to the collector plate. Now, this negative potential is also called retarding potentials. And now this retarding potentials is applied to the collector plate with respect to emitter plate E. The negative potential of the collector plate C is gradually, step by step, increases till the photoelectric current reduces to zero. Photoelectric current reduces to zero and the minimum negative potential V naught is given to the collector plate C, for which photoelectric current photoelectric current becomes zero or stops. Photoelectric current becomes zero or stops is called cutoff or stopping potential. Cutoff or stopping potential. We know here a charge on electron is negative. If the negative potential is applied to the collector plate, then they are retards. That is, the negative potential is retards to the electrons which is emitted from the emitter plates. And now, if negative potential is increases, the electrons emitted from the emitter plate does not reaches on collector plates, and at a certain negative potential V naught, the electrons does not reach at the collector plate. It means it shows a current zero, or the current is stops. Such currents are called cutoff such potentials are called cutoff potentials or stopping potentials. That is the potential at which the photoelectric currents are stops. So, if we shown by a graph, by simple way, electric current, collector plate potential versus photoelectric current, all the photoelectrons emitted from emitter metal surface do not have same energy. Photoelectric currents become zero when the stopping potential is sufficient to repel even the most energetic photoelectrons. With the maximum kinetic energy, so that this maximum kinetic energy is 1/2 mv square max is equal to E into V naught. Here Vmax, maximum velocity of ejected electrons from emitter plate, and is charge on electron, V naught, stopping potentials. If the frequency of this incident radiations, is kept constant, and the experiment is repeated by incident beam of different intensities, that is, frequency kept constant and the intensity is varied. The current is increases at different values of intensity, that is I1, I2 and I3 for different values of intensities. The collector plate negative potentials on the collector plate, that is negative potential to the collector plate, here V0, or it is called V naught, remains the same for the frequency of incident radiations. the stopping potential V naught and the maximum kinetic energy is independent on the intensity of incident radiations. Here at each intensities, the negative potential increases, the stopping potential V0 is reached. Now choose the another values of intensity, the negative potential increases, the stopping potential does not increases, it is the constant. Thus, for each values of intensities, the stopping potential is constant V0. Now, also the variation of photoelectric current with collector plate potential is studied by adjusting the same intensity of incident radiations at various frequencies. Now here frequencies kept various. Now we will observe the photoelectric current at different frequencies. Different frequencies. The values of frequencies is kept different, but the values of saturation current is observed is constant. That is, different values of frequencies is choose and the effect of current is observed. The current is constant. Now this is called the saturation current. Saturation current. But at each values of frequencies, the retarding potential is different. That is minus V naught first for frequency nu1. Another frequency is nu2. The stopping potential is different, minus V naught 2. Also, the effect is observed for frequency nu3. The stopping potential is also different. Thus, the stopping potentials for each frequency is different. That is here nu less than nu2, less than nu2 is less than nu3. Thus, the energy of emitted photoelectrons depends on the frequency of incident radiations. The stopping potentials become more negative when the frequency of incident radiation is increased, nu1, nu2, nu3 and etc. Also, the last point is the variation of stopping potential with frequency of incident radiations for different materials is different. So, stopping potential versus stopping potential metal A, and choose different metals. Suppose another metal B, different metals, metal A, metal B, frequency threshold nu0 dash. Thus, from the graph we can say that the stopping potentials is different for different materials, and also threshold frequency is also different for different materials.